Coming to you week in and week out. Prophesying the return of the Most High and His Heavenly Son. First and foremost, we'll give all praises and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
double honors to the apostles out in New York, the great millstone, the GMS. Honors to all Akim around the planet, lifting up the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, and truth and sincerity. That we just going to jump straight into it.
I was trying to find this, you know how Esau be making information disappear.
He's good at that.
But there's a song out talking about, you know, a little hot thing on TikTok where they're talking about situational design, which is really nothing but what's the word that they use when they call it when they cause a situation to happen in the response? Problem reaction solution. The water, brother. That's all situational design really is, right? You cause a problem. You watch the reaction of the people, right? After you cause a problem, you watch the reaction of the people, and then you come in with the resolution, with the solution, right? And the solution is usually draconian in measure, right? Very draconian-like, man.
That's very right.
You know, matter of fact, somebody read it. We read it on the way here. Somebody grabbed it again. Daniel 8:25.
444 verse.
Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Right, so through his policy, right, he shall cause craftiness to prosper. And there's always a democracy remain ready to be thrown, man. All right? Because what you have to understand, man, the enforcement of the democracy is enforced with great violence. All right? So you ever seen a movie when the guy has all the grenades on him and he pulls the pin and then, you know, and he blows up the one grenade with the rest of the grenades too? All right? Go ahead, brother.
This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in a time of their calamity, in a time that their iniquity had it in. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Right, so they love blood, man, and they keep blood flowing.
But can I read this again, though? In the New Living
all,
Translation?
all in the name of democracy.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
This is in the New Living Translation. It gets even a little bit more deep. It gives you a little bit of deeper meaning into it. It says, your eternal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless, when I had already punished them for all their sins. As surely as I live, says the sovereign Yahweh, since you show no distaste for blood, I will give you a bloodbath of your own.
Wow.
Your turn has come.
That's heavy, man. Read it again.
This is the Ezekiel 35 in the New Living Translation. Your eternal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless.
And that's not talking about Israelis either.
That's right.
They ain't talking about them.
That's right.
Matter of fact, you know, you look at the IDF, they're the ones doing most of the butchering. They're not being butchered, they're butchering. Go ahead.
When I had already punished them for all their sins. As surely as I live, saith the sovereign Yahweh, since you show no distaste for blood, I will give you a blood bath of your own. Your turn has come.
But I thought God loved everybody.
Come on, brother. Hey, everybody don't like the King James version. Hey, all these versions cut your ass. Right, that's nasty, bro. That shit right there was hot.
That's Esau outsmarting himself, being smart than a dumb motherfucker, trying to change something to push his agenda, and all he did was, you know, expose himself even more, even deeper. All right.
But that violence and that destruction, this is what Esau Edom has done to us, right? That's what Esau Edom has done to us. And that's what they're doing now subsequently to the planet, to the birds, the bees, the trees. Everything on this planet is suffering just horribly right now. All right?
This is the book of Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is it? Right, as the elder was going into, the earth is given basically all the things that this devil do. Esau Edom, which is the self-proclaimed white man. He spread poison throughout the earth. As the elder Malcolm always gets into, the trees are down. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is it? Right, if it's not the so-called white man, who is it?
Where is he? When is he gonna stop?
It's Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed."
Right, that's Esau Edom. And like the elder was going into draconian laws, man. This man's gonna make up anything to put you under pressure. And hey, that goes into the curses. The Lord said heaven should be his iron, and the earth should be his what was the other one? Yeah. Brass. So in nigga terms, stuck between a rock and a hard place, man. And so now more than ever, he's going to keep on squeezing to some of you jakes giving to it. Just like Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. It says, let us afflict the poor and righteous man. And let's see if his words be true. And they practice it in the words of justice, so to speak, man.
Let the law, the law of justice be our strength. That's what they say. So they disguise they bullshit in the form of policy. Just going to that, I believe the elder Malcolm called for it earlier. But Daniel 8:25. Yeah, through their policy they should cause craft to prosper, man. And this is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beards. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Who plays the laws that the world follows? All right. Who has what they call the Western mindset? That's Edom, man. All right. That's the wicked. Whoever controls the world, whoever puts their laws and restrictions and ways of life on the world. Who on the world stage and told foreign countries, if you want American aid and assistance, you have to allow homosexual marriages. All right. Who else could be the wicked, man? If they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. So that's what Esau Edom does, man. He'll back in the 2nd chapter. All right, he's not upright, and does he keep at home? So what does he do, man? He goes to conquer the world, man, because it's in the power of his hand. Who's done that? No nation on the planet has controlled this much of the earth. All right, and the nation that was second was Edom, Rome, and who was third? Edom, Greece. Nobody controlled more of the earth than Edom, man.
Yeah, you could even look at the pandemic. Who the one that's putting out these different protocols and these different things? The WHO, the CDC. Why they controlling things for the whole earth, man? The WHO control things going on with what? With China, with Afghanistan, all those different things. Who run the WHO?
Yep.
You see? So through the actions and the things that's going on in the earth, it's easy process of elimination,
I got the precept recorded. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow. It says, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
Right, it says oppress the poor and righteous man. Who's that? The Israelites. More importantly, the elect. All right? It said they're going to be like madmen sparing none. All right? Because we actually fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So when that Revelations 3 and 10 kicks in, hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, we're going to stand stiffly for the name and not give in to the image. All right? Because that's where these draconian laws are leading into. Revelations 3 and 10, man.
God, hey, it's the Romans, the 1st chapter. They don't have pleasure just doing wickedness. Esau Edom mission is to take you down as well. What's that? Is it Deuteronomy 14? They sleep lest they take some down with them. Trying to grab that.
Just like in Sirach, it said they'll seek to take your place.
Come. This Daniel 7:25. He shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they should be given into his hand until the time, and times and dividing of time. That's what Esau was about, man. All right, taking us down, changing our laws, so oppress us. everything they've done is, like LD Ryan quoted, man. That's Sirach the 12th chapter, man. To overtake us. So they can sit, hey, like it says in what? Oh, man, we got to get it real quick. Can we get Isaiah 14?
I got it.
And get 2 Thessalonians to back it up. Go ahead, I spirit.
Proverbs.
Get the Isaiah first.
I got it.
14.
Get the Isaiah 14.
Which one you want?
Babylon.
I got you. Isaiah 14.
Oppose God, make himself as the Most High.
Go ahead, bro.
Precept with 2 Thessalonians.
You got
This
it,
is
go.
Isaiah 14 and verse 12. How are you falling from heaven, morning star, son of the dawn? So like it is the.
Hey, it actually started up when it says this proverb against the rule of Babylon.
Okay, con. Okay, con. Con. This Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor seized the golden city seized?
Right, so this king of Babylon, this will be a golden city. This will be a city that the whole world looks at in amazement. And no country on earth been like America, man. These foreigners come to America really thinking this place got streets of gold, man. Are you kidding me? But it calls it what? The oppressor. They're oppressing city, man. They're oppressing sword. All right, it's a golden city in the eyes of these nations. They make them rich. All right, they got rich off America, but this place oppressed you. Even these foreigners, man, you got to get in league with what? America way. If you don't, they will bomb you or send in financial hitmen. All right, overthrow your fucking government, get a whole coup going, man. They will destroy you.
I had this, when I used to drive Lyft and Uber, had this one Edomite a lady, she said she came over here to go, to live the so-called American dream, and she brought her son and everything. She said, but it's so oppressive that she had to work, that she could, she had to work, gotta work. And she's like, I can't even enjoy it, and I'm so mad that I brought my son. And I started asking her questions about where she came from. And she was like, well, no, I got land back in Ukraine, she said, I got land back there, I got a house. But then she was like, and I said, how much do you pay in like rent or mortgage? She said, no, I don't pay nothing. All you do is pay like one little small fee every year. And it was like, he's just not even expensive. And she got a place. He just got land. They got stuff over there, but over here you can make a little bit more money. But see, the catch is
they get the freedom to do their wickedness over here.
That's true.
Because shit, the little money they made in their lands would go a long way. I had a bitch. It was a
She gone already.
I already know.
she been gone. Yeah. I had a Elder Malcolm. Sorry, man. It's over with. So it's just Mexican bitch. She told me all the land she had and stuff, or everything was cool in her land. But I asked, why you like it up here so much? She barely spoke English. But I know her for years. And I said, I know why, because you get to be on your Facebook and your Instagrams. Basically get to do what you want to do. And she smiled with her fingernails all long and shit. She smiled, laughing, knowing that I'm right. You get to do your fucking freedoms, man. And that's what they like about this place. Because that's what America's about, man.
Yeah.
That's the true oppression. All right, they made you a servant to sin. Yahweh Shai told the Pharisees, claim in St. John the 8th chapter, man. He told them this truth should make you free. They say, look, we've been free. We children of Abraham. All right, he broke it down. No, you a servant to sin. So if you serve in sin, you oppressed by Esau Edom, man. He's the ruler of it. That's what we taught in the 2nd chapter as well, man. Well, with the Genesis con, he put the curse on Cain.
Yeah, you people oppressed, rather y'all know than not, man. You people, y'all oppressed on multiple sides. We was talking about it off camera. You can't fish without having certain license, without certain credentials. You can't collect rainwater. You can't grow a garden. All right. Esau, he wants some type of tax, on your increase, man. Okay, so you oppressed on all sides, man. You want this precept now, brother? Okay. Can I read it at the this is the NIV. It's Isaiah 14 and 4. It said, you will take up this taunt against the king of Babylon, how the oppressor has come to an end, how his fury has ended. The Lord has broken the rod of the wicked, the scepter of the rulers, which in anger struck down peoples with unseasoned blows. I'll read it again, Aki. I got it.
He said, use a continual stroke on the world, man. Continual stroke. Who's done that, man? Who got military bases in every fucking land, man? Damn it, man. See what just happened in Afghanistan? They're fucking the people up. Now they want their freedoms back, man. Alright? Who is that? That's the wicked. Hey, if not, who is it?
And they set up a damn Black Swan event, and we were just talking about that in the car. I knew it was a matter of time before something was going to go, which was going to put America in a position where it has to leave troops or bring troops back. All right? But like I said, it's the same in the lesson in the car. Esau's in the trick bag, just like the damn biker gang in the Bronx Tale. Because now because what they're doing is they're keeping their feet over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, and the Lord gonna lock that door, and now they can't leave, man. You not, because hey, look, your soldiers over there that are over there, you're never coming home, man. You're never coming home. All them soldiers that's over there, they're gonna die over there, man. It's written. It's written. And one of the devices, speaking on what Benji said earlier, man. One of the main devices that has you that has you people captivated, that have you people minds enslaved. All right, it's this right here. These damn phones, man. All right, man, these phones are oppressive. They're oppression.
Here come you walking.
You don't even know you're being oppressed. All right, even the little children, man. You know, little babies walking around, pushing buttons and playing. You know, the TV on, but they want toys. They got little kids got all kind of toys. They don't want to play with the toys. They want to play with this.
Right. Which they use that to collect data, so they can create an algorithm.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? And recommend certain shows and
a sense of oppression. Which and that's what I was trying to get this. I was trying to look it up, and it's called The Plan. I just want to share it. Just read it, brothers. All right. And the plan, it's like it was in the form of a rap where they had a lot of good information. And he said step one was to consume, get everybody to consume. But you can't consume your way to wealth. The evidence of this is all these closed stores. All right, I used to hit that. Remember the little chick with the little silver birthmark in her hair? They used to work in here.
Yeah.
And how the brothers wooed every time she walked back camp. That was right down here at the bar below. That's where she worked. Her and the Italian chick with the gray tick over in.
Right.
They used to walk by camp. That's where they were going. They were going to work in there, man. That was one of my regular spots. Gone. That spot, the spot where Murph didn't work. All right. This whole corner is practically dead, man. That used to be a bank right there. I had a client. I used to every 2-3 months, when she burned through her sessions, I would meet her in that bank, and she would give me a big chunk of money. You know, I would meet her right there, and she would give me cash. That matter of fact, not only the bank is gone, the whole building's gone.
And matter of fact, half of that whole block, even over there, McDonald's was there. It was a multi-story McDonald's over there. You had the jewelry store that was right there, and all that right there gone. And it's been gone for
You
minutes.
had like a little fashion store and a hair thing that was right there.
And you had multi-levels to go down and up. They're all gone.
All gone, man. The 212 is done. All right, and so you can't consume yourself to wealth, man. All right. Let's look at that retail space available. Nobody right. Okay, but I tell you what they can do. They can open it up as a damn COVID testing center.
Which it just did right there.
You know,
down right down the street.
They can open up another.
But we just saw it. We said, you remember the one that used to be the halal Mediterranean joint, right there. Yeah. See, why you need one right around the corner?
So they got two within a block. All right. Then it said number 2. Go ahead, brother.
Proverbs, so like, verse 17, charging our rich in this world, they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches. All right, like the scripture says, the riches make wings, man. You can't trust this shit. Esau, it says he has born his kingdom, becometh poor. And that's what Esau does. He gets you to put all your eggs in his basket, so when he fall, you fall with him, man.
It says store out not earthly treasure, but heavenly all the rust cannot corrupt, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. As the elders is getting into, you have a lot of these businesses shutting down. The city of confusion, which is America.
Hey, can I chime in and say that even in the suburbs, man, they can't keep business. It's those same signs talking about retail space available, you know, different square footage, you know.
And the dude, and of course, Danny Jacob's son, and he ain't no son of Jacob.
right.
He's Danny Esau's son.
That's right.
All right?
They can't keep business, man.
You ain't no fucking Jacob's son.
And that's not just in this one city. The same with Manhattan, man. It's a ghost town, man. All right, this place is through. It's on the down and out, man.
And yeah, when you talk about a big city like Chicago, and we was driving up Dearborn, and the elder pointed out, I didn't even know it was an old jazz club, but it was an old. I mean, this is prime time space. I'm talking about back in the day. You can put a business there. You know you're going to be a millionaire within a year or two.
And I know because you could, when you came out of they used to have the outdoor seating right there, or you came up from out of the train station, it was right there.
Right.
Right?
Inviting your ass right in.
And
there.
that was a popular spot. That was one of the spots you can go get you some Edomite women.
Yeah.
Because you know Esau loved jazz.
That's
and,
right.
And it's always Jake in there.
Yeah.
And the Edomite women would always go, and it was an after work spot.
Man.
All right, it
Fucking
was a
up the
hot
money.
spot back in the day.
Yeah.
And now it's just boarded up.
Yeah.
But it said bullet point 2 was infiltrate adults with the news. And so people believe they're constantly being bombarded with lies, man. Or it's either lies or distraction news.
That's it.
All right, for example, Bill Gates of hell and the prince of over there in Britain, which they're not the real royals anyway. The prince, the whole Epstein child molestation thing came up, pointing out all these pale males, what they were doing, all these wealthy pale males. All right, what do? All right, the next week, R. Kelly been in the news ever since. All right, so and nobody's talking. All of a sudden, the Bill Gates and the Jeffrey Epstein thing,
Gone.
the Bill Gates and the Prince thing, and the Jeffrey Epstein thing is dead. Nobody's talking about it anymore. Like it didn't happen, but it did happen.
That's right.
All right, so that's what I mean by distraction news. And every time that an Edomite male is put on blast when their sins are revealed, they have to use a distraction story, and they must put up a face that's either so-called black or brown to distract from what's going on.
That's to keep them entertained. This is the etymology of the word entertain. To keep up, maintain, to keep someone in a certain frame of mind. What they're doing is keeping you in a frame of mind that's taking you away from the truth, taking you away from your heritage, your culture, and taking away the things that's going to actually be beneficial to your life. And the more we keep on watching them, the more you're going to stay entertained, kept away from the truth.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Because like the elders just went into the definition of entertain. This is 2 Corinthians 20:11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, we are not ignorant of his devices." You know, and that's what he used. That's what he uses these things for. You know, put up all these programs to distract the people, man. You know, and put up all these broadcastings. You know, and basically showing you people. You know, like the elders talking about R. Kelly. You know, or something that's on a low on a low importance level, man. Except for the truth, man. You know, just to, so you people can't really see. You know what's really going on, man. You know.
Right. Next bullet point, it says number 3, it says indoctrinate the children through school. And we all talk about the fool system. And school is completely, you're not getting educated in school, you're totally getting indoctrinated. All right, and that's why they push all this alphabet lifestyle on the youth now. All right, and which confuses them. And then they go home to their parents or their grandparents, and their grandparents come from a different, you know. Hey, imagine if you had a grandfather like Archie Bunker, or what was the dude, George Jefferson, and you came home with that alphabet lifestyle shit talking to them.
Oh, they get cussed out.
Shows like that couldn't even been on the air today, man. You know what I'm saying? Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
You know?
Eminem's like first and second album would have never been able to come out because all he was doing was talking about
Talking
about that, right?
Right.
He would have got canceled a long time ago.
Yep.
If he came out now.
Yeah, that cancel culture. And you notice, and now that he's a huge star and so well known, his music has changed. He don't use those type of lyrics anymore. He's more commercialized. All right.
They ain't even coming out with music like they used to now.
Right.
You got something?
Go ahead, brother.
It's Proverbs 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go,
and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Con, man. At the water, Yahweh Shem Shai, man. I remember in a hotel room with my son Yadazak, man. He was 9 years old into these scriptures, man. You know, and you know, and I remember reading him a story about Leviathan and Godzilla, and he was woo, you know, and look at him now, you know. He not GMS, but he out there fighting, doing the work of the Lord, man. Teaching the proper doctrine, man. You train up the child in the way that they supposed to go, man, and they'll straight. You know? All right? That's important, man. Go ahead, brother.
It's Revelations 13:3.
And that grieves our enemy.
That's right.
All right? That's grievous to our enemy.
That's why he's speeding up his plan, because he know that he got a short time. And he's seen all these camps pop up out of here and out of nowhere. And next thing you know, from 2007 to now 2021, you seeing camps in every single damn country.
Yeah. And you know, you got a lot of young brothers out there that's not GMS, but they teaching the GMS doctrine though.
That's right. Giving
You
double
know?
honors.
And a lot of them are acknowledging that they learn. Hey, look, we learned from Great Millstone. We learned from the elders, man.
That's it.
You know.
I got that one you just quoted. It's Sirach 30 and verse 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Right, because they want you to teach all the nonsense, all them lies that they put in the textbooks in the schools. And then when you bring out real history, they have a problem with it.
Yeah, like the fact that we the Israelites, right?
Main problem.
And the true names of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And we telling our people to do what? Come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, keep the commandments to the best of your ability. That's one thing that they hate, because these devils know once we be reconciled to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, then soon after, they gonna go down.
Yeah.
So that's why it's grievous to these devils when we teach our people who they are, their biblical nationality, right? And who their enemies are.
Yep. Got a little bit more for y'all?
Yeah, they want to push that love, God love everybody,
Con.
and all is forgiven doctrine, and that's not scriptural. That's nowhere in the Bible, man. All right, that's in religion, but that's not in the Bible. You're not going to find that in the Word of God. But go ahead.
It says, and for he hath let Salakia. It says, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. And
Yeah, it is, man.
And before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Though his father die, yet he is as though he were not dead, for he have left behind him that is like himself.
There it is, man. And then and also understanding that we come back through our sons, man. All right. So that's the last thing they want you to do is teach your son the truth, man.
That's it.
All right.
That's right.
And then his son,
Pass it
or his
down.
son's son, bring you back again. Here you come again. The problem starts all over again.
That's it.
And then you pass down that information.
Con.
That's what they don't want, so that's why they killed Jake. You got it, Elder.
All right.
A couple more verses. One more Salakia.
Go ahead, brother.
Now
Go,
it
go.
says, while he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him, and when he died, he was not sorrowful. He left behind him an avenger against his enemies, and one that shall requite kindness to his friends.
Con.
That's it. And that's what happens. When you come out of this madness of this world, you come into the knowledge of the truth, you start to hate this place, man. You start to be done with this goddamn place. And then you start telling what? Telling every goddamn body. He says, hey cousin, hey brother, hey friend. And that's how this has been propagating. We didn't have to go send apostles over to Holland and send them over to Australia or to Arabia and to these different places. That the truth went out there and people are tired. Italy, all right? The people are tired, man. All right? And so the more we keep teaching us
about
it,
even Esau is tired, man.
That's right.
Even these Edomites are tired of Esau is tired of Esau, man. All right? That's why they ready to go at each other, man. All right?
Yeah, because they destroying these Edomites' lives. That's what that was a part of the plan, because they wanted to get rid of the middle class. They just wanted to have the super rich and the poor.
Right.
So they destroying these what you call these mom and pop shops.
They're destroying the middle class on purpose.
Yeah.
Purposely.
these small business owners, done. If you're not a major corporation, your business has a time limit on it, and it's on its way out.
Right. If you got a business and you know the major corporation is looking at you like, well, you can come wash our floors and clean our toilets.
Because what's going to happen without the injectable devices, you're not going to be able to have no business nowhere. So they're making everybody go into injectable fluids and making everybody go into injectable devices. And if you don't have those things, you are not going to be able to buy or sell. Do you know how many only things gonna be left are these big major corporations, man? But they showed you that in Demolition Man. That every single all the stores were now the big name ones. It was no more small. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was fine dining. You know what I'm saying? Which is horrible.
Okay, next bullet point. Number 4, it says separate the right from left. We already know the wars and the battles that go on every day on the news between the right and the left. You know, but like we always say, the right and the left, the Democrats or the Republicans are two wings on the same damn bird, man.
That's right.
Behind closed doors, they together,
High-five.
and they don't give a damn about the people, man.
It's like the wrestling.
Even Esau agree with that.
They step out on the ring and they're enemies, but behind stage they're all friends and shit. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, we put on the good show.
Two sides of the same coin.
That's it.
Con, that's a good one too, brother. Two sides of the same coin, man. They have the same agenda.
They all under the same umbrella.
That's it. And be noticed, man. And a show in the front, you know, is you guys on the left, you guys on the right. Y'all both made the left and the fucking right. And
Same damn eagle.
Right.
And the same bird, man. That same vicious bird.
And to let you know that this is fucking prescribed is because, and you tell me in over 200 to 300 years, after all the different people who lived in America, that there would not be a new party or the other party, a super party or whatever with actual people, you know, really for the whole system of people running people is madness. All right, you don't have people running people. You have kings and judges running people.
Right.
All right.
That all go back to the what? The pagan Roman Empire.
That's it. That shit don't make no. That's the most dumbest thing. And they have got everybody to eat of that philosophy.
Oh yeah, the same.
Right? To make you think you got power. The people rule. You ain't got no goddamn power.
Yeah, the matter of fact, look, for you dumbass Americans out there, you stupid ass Babylonians, the fact that the electoral college exists
Come on, bro.
is the evidence that you being duped.
That-
And if you still believe in that system and still defending it, it shows you, and you college educated, you wasted a lot of your fucking money
That's
and time.
it. Get your money back.
You wasted a lot of money, your money and time. You are really dumb as hell looking at everybody else like they dumb when you the one that's dumb AF, as the young people say. You dumb AF with 5 exclamation points behind it. All right? If you believe that the voting process in America actually works at this point, man. All right? That's you got an electoral college, duh, dummies.
Yeah,
all right?
What they're doing, they're giving you people a false sense of hope.
Yep.
As if people have an opinion.
As if you got a voice.
Yeah.
Like you got to say so. You don't have a voice, man.
Popular
But hey,
vote.
What?
Even back in the Roman days, you know, when you got into the politics, the politicians was never really for the people. They didn't give a fuck what they voted for, what not. They was in it for their own fucking
Watch
gain.
Spartacus prove that.
Yup.
The crowd dictated the decisions that they made, man. At the games, at the entertainment. That's Silver Fox.
And
Man.
that's the spirit.
Yeah, it was the crowds that dictated, you know, what was going on. They watch you. They would show you that right at the games, man. They would make decisions, political decisions, based upon how the crowd was feeling or thinking or saying.
They're like, hey, they're like, no boo. They're like, hey, they're like, okay. That's just the dumbest thing, man. I mean, that's why you heathens need us, bro. Y'all need righteous men. Y'all need righteous leadership. Because everything that we do goes through the power of Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahushai B'Hashem HaRakah
Right.
We follow the orders of the Heavenly Father. And it's through the laws and statute commandments of the Heavenly Father. That's how it's supposed to be done.
Right, because me going yay or boo really has nothing to do with you making a proper or righteous judgment on the decision on the matter.
But that's
man.
how they kill Yahushai. He went to the people in the uproar and he'll say, you know, if this
Do
uproar
some
gets
Colosseum shit.
to the Caesar, you know that he's going to say that, all Jerusalem was in an uproar. Oh, this one guy? Okay, look, guys, what you want me to do? I don't got nothing to do. He didn't do nothing wrong. Let me give him this guy back. They said, no, kill him. And he'll say, well, you sure? Well, I'm going to wipe my hands off with him.
Right.
That's judgment.
He didn't make a judgment based upon, he already found the man innocent.
Yes.
So what they had to say should have had nothing, but we know prophecy had to be fulfilled.
That's it.
But that just goes to show you
They have no
that
right
same
ruling.
that same method of rulership is in
It's
place
empowered
today. That same
right.
in power today. All right. Next bullet point was separating the white from the black. and we all know at this point that white is a social construct and black is a social construct. Those are constructs that were created for separation, mainly, and to confuse people, and mainly to hide Esau Edom's identity. All right? Those are social constructs that were created for control. All right?
And people really separated by wealth. That's why they call that shit the wealth gap. You know, that's another way that they separate the people, man. You know,
that's what separated you in the past. This whole color scheme is a new world found invention. They weren't really doing that until the time of slavery. That's when that started. You know, when they started talking about Negro and Latino and Mestiza and all these, they started coming up with all these different titles. Like we said, exactly. So the whole black and white thing is social constructs created for control, man.
Oh yeah, and then they got that saying right. It's called divide and conquer.
That's it.
Right, because that's a strategy.
That's Willie Lynch's strategy.
That's a strategy of Esau because he know it's power in numbers, man. You know, that's why they infiltrate. That's why they infiltrated like the Black Panther Party. When you watch that movie,
the Street Gangs, all that shit.
I mean, it come out of the scripture. The scripture says, "Smite the shepherd, and the flock will flee." All right. And so they using it, but see that they don't understand it. Says you can't smite Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You thought you got him, but you know what? He's elevated now, and not only elevated, he's running everything now, and he's going to establish. One scripture I was reading earlier today. It's like, write these words down. These words are faithful and true. They're gonna come back around every single time, man.
I got a precept real quick. Let's do Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou, I'm going to read 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
And you can see how the people are looking at us now.
That's right.
That we're an astonishment to them.
That's right.
It's like, man, who are these guys and why are they reading the Bible like that? And what you know, what are they doing? We're an astonishment to them.
and how it relate to what's
right.
going on today.
It's amazing.
Okay?
It's an amazing.
And if we was out here breakdancing and Robert Quartet singing,
man, we'll have a whole crowd around.
exactly. But we still would be an astonishment.
That's right. That's right.
You know, they'd just be throwing dollars in our buckets.
Right. Versus perplexed.
And that's actually what they want to see us do.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All right, entertain. Okay. Is there more to that?
That was a precept to what you said, the social construct and how they put the black and the white and made that whole.
Con. All right. So the next one, this is a heavy one. Point number 6. No, actually number 7. I mean point number 6, and he already kind of mentioned it, but it says separate the rich from the poor. So that goes into the classes, you know, making the wealthy, the middle class, all right, the upper lower and the upper middle class, the middle class, and the lower middle class, making them completely disappear. And now what they're doing is they're creating 2 classes of people: the working poor and the rich. All right, actually, still 3 classes. You got the poor that ain't working, you got the working poor, all right, and then you got the rich. So basically, they've eliminated and practically destroyed the middle class here in America, all right, which is putting what's the word that I'm looking for? A strain on the system, all right, because now they're paying all this money and stimulus checks and all this other stuff, which is going to make the system crash that much faster, all right, and basically that's another thing with this whole mass stuff is about, and all the stuff going on is to conceal the crash of the dollar. All right, that's one of the main problems, purpose of this. Right. The last point that I just read to the rich from the poor. Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah 19 and 14. The Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. They have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. So the Lord has put that spirit on the rulers of this place to make policies where they basically shoot themselves in the foot. They walk in their own vomit. They destroying themselves. Esau think it's going to be you know, a plan collapse and they can switch it over to complete dominance and they get the digital, you know, digital money in place, man. All right, but the Lord is destroying them. They don't realize the Lord is going to make it where they can't control it, man.
They can't control it.
That-
Just like they're not. All these mandates are going to backfire because these businesses are going to get hurt big time when they lose more than half the people coming into them. So it's going to backfire and make everybody suffer.
Hey, that's the next verse. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. And that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and you're going to be fucking weak and feeble, man. And Isaiah 47 says the Lord is going to bring upon you in a perfection, all right, in one day. What is it? Childlessness and widowhood, man. All right, you're through. And that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it, man. This is the Lord taking you down. This collapse you seeing, or you think you're going to go to the next stage of roof ever? No, man, you're through. This is and Esau, the least really know it. They're really trembling, man. They have nightmares about it, according to Sirach. All right, according to James, they trembling.
And I pray that it be so, nightly. I pray that their peace is taken. I pray that their health, their wealth, their comfort, all that is taken, man.
That's right. This is
And he can't have that.
They fear it. They know that they losing their fucking kingdom. They know that they got bounds they cannot pass. And then what makes it worse that you got some low-level, in your eyes, low-level niggas telling you boldly, man, that we're next, man.
Taunting your ass. Hey, this is Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, the so-called white man. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? All right. Is their wisdom vanished? All right. The Lord is saying, what happened? I thought y'all was the smart people. I thought that was wiser than Daniel.
All right.
What do you mean? You everything you do, everything that Esau is doing is leading him to his expected end.
We gonna be like the one. Where's your God? Where's your idols at now?
That's it.
All right. Where's Cesare? Cesare left y'all hanging? He's still on the side of the building,
That's right.
taking a break.
That's right. Or you got these now. You got these big old churches closed, like these big I thought your God wanted you to keep the word out. Have you ever heard of one of the camps of the companies of the prophets?
And why would a church door need a lock on it?
That's right. Come on, bro.
And only in Babylon.
That's it.
All right. You know, you would think if everyone honored, why do churches have to have locks on the doors, man? Because the Lord ain't dwelling with them.
Man, some of these churches got security people, man. The whole security force, the whole nine.
Well, the Catholic Church being the main one. Mm-hmm. And they're the biggest offenders of the word of the Lord.
They actually have a Vatican police department as a whole, like a whole police.
Okay, here's number 7. Number 7 is, you got something? Go ahead, brother, go ahead.
Because the brother says it's like shooting yourself in the foot. Hey, Proverbs 26 and 27, and this is going to happen to Esau. Even the same technology the Lord blessed you with to make these missiles going to eventually backfire on you. This is Proverbs 26 and 27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. Right? So everything Esau's setting up right now is going to backfire. As soon as he fill his belly, hey, guess what? The Lord is going to tear his ass down by his own fucking system.
I got one for you. Hey, this is Psalm 7 and 13. Yeah. He made a pit and digged it and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pay. You reap what you sow, man, and you don't sow violence in this earth. So it's only natural that the Lord puts the same thing on you, man. So your kingdom is going to fall. You see these other countries turn against you. It says what? Shall not rise up suddenly? That shall vex thee, man. That shall bite thee.
Those that
So,
were confederate
right.
with you.
So what's been happening in the world? Like Elder Malcolm said, this shit we seeing is all of this guy. It's basically the Pharaoh of Egypt. Moses throw his staff down. They sure know we got magic too. Look, we can throw our staff down. Really, this shit been collapsing way before the boogeyman virus was released, man.
Right, that was the boogeyman virus was to cover up the collapse.
That's right.
Point blank period, man. All right, we knew the dollar was crashing, but this boogeyman virus was a perfect cover for it. And it sped it up. All right? And actually, I'm glad because we were watching store after store, business after business shut. We were in the middle of a damn retail apocalypse 2 years in a row.
And we used to do films up and down, walking down the street about it.
The Lord so wrong, he hit him twice last year.
Yeah.
We hit him with the riots,
Yep.
which fucked shit up and locked down shit like this. We came back downtown for that one day last year. The manager here was so happy he saw us. He said,
I remember that.
He said, I'm so glad y'all back. We bring business here.
That's it.
And we stopped coming, CVS closed. That shit gone, man.
You talking about how many brothers we had over here all the time? We had 50 customers every weekend making sure you had money up in this place.
Yeah.
Not only that, Starbucks, shit, all these little places, little food joints will stop and get food and so forth. Yeah, all this shit, man. So when you start playing, that's like when you start shutting this shit down. When you start shutting down this one business, now another business. What's even the inspiration for somebody to even come down here to come shop now? And then on top of that, parking is just overpriced, ridiculous. And if you don't know those, come on, you just cutting yourself everywhere.
And then when they found it, when they figured out Jake know where the spot's at, they changed it. That was a free block right there. They changed it.
Yep.
And we just tried to park 2 weeks ago, man. So we had the riots happen, which was set up, and then we had the Boogie Monster virus come out, man. And that they hit the economy hard, man. But that's the Lord doing what He do, man. He says, "See that part of the kingdom shall become poor."
Well, now that we said all that,
can you hit this? One more precept for you.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Ecclesiastes 4:14. I'll start at 13. Better is a poor and a wise child than an old and foolish king who will no more be admonished.
And that goes to that Psalms 58. It says he's as a deaf adder, which should never listen, man. Stopping his ears. That's Edom. He ain't gonna be reproved. He will never do right, man.
La la la.
Right.
It says verse 14. For out of prison he cometh to reign.
Out of the Caucasus Mountains, man. After that 1,000 years, the devil, Edom, came out to reign. Go ahead.
Whereas also he that is born in his kingdom becometh poor.
So it's inevitable, man. This shit had to happen like this. Esau will get you your riches for a moment, but them riches make themselves wings. And now we seeing the downfall of this place, man. You know, these riches was gotten by deceit. So what did Esau do, man? The Sirach, it tells you, he that get the riches by deceit is just one that put gathering stones for his own headstone, man. For your own grave. And now we looking at the grave. Your pomp is brought low. Like it says in Isaiah 14. The worms cover thee, man. They can't even fix their fucking bridges. They got bridges with signs that said pass at your own wish.
On discretion.
Yeah. Con.
All right.
Your own risk.
On risk, right. That's the word. Con. That shit crazy, man.
Con, this is point number 7. It says, fabricate the problem made a lie.
That's it.
That's
order out of chaos.
That's point number 7.
That's
and if
order
we
out of
ain't living
chaos.
that right now, I don't know what else is, man.
And I mean, if you go look at the track record of Esau Edom, this is what he done. You go back into Emperor Nero. It's widely known that he burned the city down and then blamed the Israelites.
And he blamed it on
like the righteous Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Look at 9/11. Oh, look at what Osama did.
Matter of fact, going all the way back to the Boston Tea Party.
Come on, brother.
This has been their MO. Commit violent crime or atrocities and blame it on someone else so that they can step in and change and make new policy.
They're saying Pearl Harbor was set up.
I got a precept.
Yeah, Pearl Harbor being just another one. They were very aware of that. And they knew that the emotions of the people would accept the United States going into World War II. So Pearl Harbor was a setup as well, man. All right?
Real quick, this
And that's what they do, Salakia, brother. They create events and then they create, hey, look, now they've got sophisticated with it. They have false flag events and then they make movies about it and create heroes.
Yep.
This guy was the savior of this, that. And this guy killed this guy, and that guy had nothing to do with it.
Shit, on top of that, they got the deep fake technology.
Con.
I seen a video where it was all green screen, but the person was walking. It looked like real life. The whole thing was green screen though. And I'm looking like, damn, this shit look like real life.
There it is, man.
It is Job 14:4. But ye are forges of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value.
And now you got these positions of no value telling us to go ahead and put all kind of solutions in our body.
Right.
And when as if I can't control what solutions I want in my goddamn body.
Right.
My body, my choice.
Hey.
And I brought it out because of that point that the elder Malcolm had just brought out. Because that's what these devils do. They fabricate and make up stories, man.
I mean, the whole.
Hold on, there's a little more to it.
Huh.
They fabricate a problem made a lie, then they put it on the news every night. So it runs over and over again. So they create a lie, All right, and then they tell that lie to the people 24/7, 365, over and over again.
What did Hitler say? You tell a lie
So
often
long.
enough, it becomes the truth. You know, it becomes believed.
And that's what a lie is, a perversion of the truth. So that's what these devils really doing anyway.
And they know the truth.
Exactly, and they perverting the truth. They doing this. This is deliberately. They doing this thing, man, spreading this false information. Then you got this misinformation campaign.
Like the character Asher in if you were watching Spartacus.
Yeah.
As Asher was keeping all the bullshit and the lies and the rumors going, man.
Right, which they call it a smear campaign. That's another word for it. You got this misinformation shit. When Esau, he the one who putting out the misinformation. He the one who control the media.
That's right.
Got a precept? 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. All right, the wicked being Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white race, being revealed through these scriptures, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And his media is a part of his lying wonders.
Big time part of his lying wonders. Right? The next point, number 9, is people divide and then fight. And that's where we are now. And that's major prophecy, man.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Right? That's major prophecy because now they flustered the people so much now to where you got the vaxxers versus the non-vaxxers, you know, and all that sort of thing, man.
That's why
The left versus the right, you know,
versus the non-Muslim.
the Muslim versus the non-Muslim, the Christian versus. Oh, you got all this madness going, all this division now.
It's Luke 12:51. Suppose you, that's what you have? Go ahead, brother.
No, you got it.
No, you got it. Right.
Luke 12:51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you, nay, but rather division. And that's what's coming, man. Division, man. Like the brother was just going into, the elder was just going into, man. All right, speaking on the fact that you're having separation. All right, this devil is putting different things out here. All right, having people pretty much pick sides, man. All right, and what that's going to do is going to further tear this place apart, man.
Can I actually back you up?
Go ahead, huh?
This is the book of Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
And I'm glad you brought that out. I did a video earlier where a woman was making a complaint about terroristic acts against the people and asking where the military was, right? And the military was turning around and responding to her, saying that what you're saying is terroristic. So these Egyptians are ready to go at each other, man. All right, because and what the woman was making complaints about was actually right, right? Because the woman in the army that kept pumping her finger like she's gonna be shooting down Americans, all right, complaining about the woman. What she was making complaints about, what she was complaining about, the woman was complaining about, she's actually doing. Because the truth of the matter is, even in the military, they say you don't have to follow unrighteous order, right? If you have to follow orders, but if it's unrighteous, if it's an unlawful order, you don't have to follow it, man. So this is unlawful. That's an unlawful order for you to enforce something that goes against the Constitution.
That's right.
And that's what the woman was pointing out. But the military woman, that went right over her head.
Of course.
All right, because why? She just bloodthirsty and want to shoot, man. And she pumping her finger the whole time she's talking about it, man. You watch the video, man. It's kind of heavy, man. So that we at that divide and fight. Somebody get a second.